What's up, everybody? I'm a teleworker, and today we are talking about a trailer that dropped at the Game Awards. So, at the Game Awards this year, Naughty Dog, a very reputable studio, dropped a trailer for their new, I'm assuming franchise starter, called Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, which is an interesting title. I guess we'll find out what it means when we play the game or get a story trailer, but in the teaser, it's basically just to show you the tone of the game, what the main character looks like, and give you little hints to what the story is about, but it's not really like a full trailer. So, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because Intergalactic, for whatever reason, has caused a massive stir online to the point that they had to turn the comments off on the trailer. And it seems like the entire discourse is over the fact that the main character is a woman that shaved her hair. I don't get it. The basic premise for the trailer is that it kind of seems like a 90s themed retrofuturism. So the main character's got like a leather jacket and like high top Adidas, and the music on the spaceship is like on a CD player that moves like a jukebox record player, which is cool. But yeah, for whatever reason, people are like really mad about the trailer. And every time I look it up online, all I see is people complaining about how the trailer is super woke and it's like so over the top and they're shoving all this stuff down everybody's throats and blah, blah, blah. And it's just a person on a spaceship and then they get in a driver's seat and drive off. Like, there's nothing in the trailer that indicates any of the stuff that people are claiming, other than the fact that they show the main character shaves her head. And I don't know what that has to do with literally anything. There might be a story reason for why she shaved her head, or maybe it's a strategic reason, because if you have long hair and you fight people a lot, you might get your hair grabbed or pulled or things like that. Maybe there is a actual in-game reason for why she had to cut her hair. She also has scars on the back of her head. Maybe she was injured at some point and her hair doesn't grow back right or something. Who knows? Full disclosure, because I know somebody's going to be like, oh, he just loves Naughty Dog so much. Yeah, I do. I really do. I grew up playing Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter, and in my teenage years, I played The Last of Us, and I didn't have the money for it at the time, but I watched other people play the Uncharted games. And as an adult, I played Last of Us Part 2, and I thought it was incredible. It's one of the few games that I would say is a masterpiece. And I know that that game set a lot of people off because of the leaks and what happens at the beginning of the story. And I'm not going to spoil it here because I know that there's a lot of people waiting for season 2 of the show. Maybe they haven't seen what happens in the second game. I would like to protect those people, so I'm not going to say what the big spoiler for that game is, but something very traumatizing happens at the beginning that is meant to elicit a harsh reaction from you. And then they explain it later, and a lot of people were not willing to wait for the explanation or willing to accept an explanation. And I think there's a lot of people still burnt by that game. I also think, for whatever reason, there is a massive group in the gaming community that is growing and growing and growing from the kind of anti-woke movement that is becoming more toxic than I think they initially set out to be. And it's honestly making their whole movement look bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I also do not want to sit down to play a game and spend the entire game hearing about politics or real-world problems. However, just because a minority character exists does not mean that the game is woke. Just because the main character is a woman does not mean the game is woke. And here is my argument for that, by the way. Science fiction has spent a very long time having strong female characters in the forefront. A lot of that has been rooted in sci-fi for a long time, and I think that the reason it's getting a big reaction now is because people are looking for something to blame for the things that they don't like about something. If you didn't like Last of Us Part 2, that's perfectly fine. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going to sit here and say that you have to like it. But if the only reason you didn't like Last of Us Part 2 is because there's gay people in it, or because the main character's a woman, you're stupid. That's ridiculous. The anti-woke movement has turned from, hey, please don't spend your whole game talking about politics, to please don't have any representation whatsoever because we don't want to see these people ever again. And that is extremely hateful and bigoted and stupid. I don't know where this all came from, because I think Naughty Dog has more than earned people's trust. They have made some of the most iconic and most beloved franchises of all time. Last of Us Part 2 got insanely high scores. To my knowledge, it sold better than Last of Us Part 1. And now they have the Last of Us TV show that Neil Druckmann is directly involved with that is extremely successful. Look, you don't have to be excited for this game. We know hardly anything about it. But the fact that you're running an internet hate campaign about the fact that there's a minority character with short hair, it's like, why are you wasting your time? Just don't buy the game. Don't play it. Like, what is the point in running a hate campaign against a game you know literally nothing about? Almost every issue you have with this trailer could be solved when we find out about the story. And maybe it won't. Maybe it is super ultra mega woke and it's gonna be awful. But we won't know that. So, like, why? Like, what are you trying to accomplish with all the hate? What is it really doing? Nothing. The game is still going to get made, it's still going to come out, and it's still going to sell copies because it's Naughty Dog and people love them. And if you think I'm wrong, look at the sales for Last of Us Part 2. This studio has now created good faith in a ton of their fan base, including me. So I'm excited for it. I think the premise of like a corporatized 90s theme of the future in like spaceships made by Porsche is super cool. I think the idea that she is like some kind of criminal who's on the run and working for some organization, and I'm pretty sure they had a Kumail Nanjiani cameo in that trailer, which is awesome if he's going to be in this. I love that guy. Like, they put out a very short teaser of cool sci-fi stuff with just a regular woman with short hair, and now everybody's mad. And I don't understand. I immediately started seeing memes of like people being like, of course it's a woman, it's gonna be woke, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. It's like, oh, they only cast this actress to play this character so they could make it woke because they needed a minority. And then it's just so much. It's like, aren't you people fucking tired? I'm tired of hearing about it. And now it's sparked this huge debate online over whether or not a character has to be attractive for you to like them. I'm sorry, but that's a weird caveat to have. And I'm not saying that a character can't be attractive, but there's no... who's to say people don't find this character attractive? Like, you're just assuming everybody saw this trailer and went, this person is ugly, I'm not playing this game. And I didn't have that reaction. I didn't watch this trailer and go, ew. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, it's just so weird. And also, my other argument against that is that everybody loves Last of Us Part 1. Okay? Like, universally. Even the people who hate Last of Us Part 2 like Last of Us Part 1. Are we going to sit here and say that the only time you can like a character is if they're attractive when one of the characters you play as in that game is 14? Because that's weird, bro. That's fucking weird. If the only reason you play a game is because you find the characters attractive, just go online and look up pictures of people, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? You like just... what? I've never met a single person in my life who was like, oh man, you know, I really like this game, but I couldn't enjoy it because this character is ugly. And it's like, I've never heard anyone criticize a game like that ever until right now. At the end of the day, we don't know anything about this fucking game. Okay, so why are you spending all your time and energy making video after video after video grifting on this fucking game? You don't know it's woke. You don't. You think you know, but you don't know. And it might be. It might be woke. Maybe you're right. But attacking a game to the point that they have to turn the comments off because you're assuming it's woke is weird. I don't understand that at all. Why don't you just wait and let the art speak for itself? But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm just confused about the response to this trailer. I think it looks cool. Comment down below what you thought of the trailer. Even if you hated it, let me know why you hated it. I'm really curious. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Check out my gaming channel if you want to see my gameplay. I'm playing the Indiana Jones game on there right now, along with a lot of other games. I'll see you guys later.
Falling apart, but I'm way too alive. I got all of my love that I live with. Just know that I do it for you when I'm losing myself through it all. Even though I'm a miss it, you hate what I'm showing when I'm acting different. A part of me's losing the trust, I get distant. So who am I? The judge of your life, I'm crucified. Above all the morals I set a life. You think that I got it, but you ain't mine.